back to this Academy of Mathematics. My name is Courage, and I'll be teaching you on today's video lesson length of arcs and length of chords. Length of arcs and length of chords. Now, these are two circles on the board, and we call the outer part of a circle the circumference of the circle. Good. So if this is the center of this circle, for example, from this point I draw a line called the radius, and from this same point I draw a line called the what? Radius. So it means that the radius is a line that is drawn from the center of a circle to any point on the circumference. So at this point, an angle is subtended at the center of this what? Circle. Now watch. If I cut this circumference of this circle at this point, what have I formed? I have formed a sector. Now, this sector comprises of this radius, and this arc. So we call this an arc. This is an arc. A-R-C. So, this is an arc. These are the what? Radii. And this is the angle theta subtended at the center of the circle by this arc. Now, this is also an arc. This outer part is also an arc. What is the difference between this arc and this smaller arc? This is the major arc, while this is the what? Minor arc. The reason is because the angle that is formed here is greater than the angle that is formed here. So the angle formed by this major, formed at this major sector, is greater than the angle formed at this major what? At this minor sector. So when the arc is smaller, we call it minor arc. And when it is greater, it is called the what? Major arc. So the length, let's call this point center of the circle O, let's call this A, and let's call this what? B. The length of an arc is given by theta over what? 360 times the circumference of a circle, that was 2 pi r. So this is the formula for length of arc. Theta over 360, this is theta, over the angle subtended, over the angle at the center of the circle, that's 360 degrees, times the perimeter of the whole circle. This is another circle on the board. Now, this is the center of the circle, this point. And from this point, a line is drawn, that's the radius. Another line is what? Drawn. So if I should share the circumference of the circle into two, I have also formed two sectors. Good. Now, this is an arc. This is an arc. Let's call this arc AB. This is an arc. And these are the points. These are the, let's say the edge of the arc now. For example, it's a curve. An arc is a curve. So, if I should draw a line from this point to this other point, this line now is touching the two edges of the arc. It is called a chord. So, a chord is a line that joins 2 points of a curve. So, this is a what? A chord. And the length of a chord is given by two radius, 2 arrow, that's 2 arrows and theta over what? 2. So this is the formula for length of a chord. 2 arrow, where arrow is the radius, sine theta over 2. Theta is the angle subtended at the center of the word circle. This is it. So let's attack these two questions that we have on the board so as to understand this concept better. The first question says, in the figure below, this is the figure, is a sector OAB, good, which subtends an angle theta at the center of the circle of diameter 26 centimeter. If arc AB is 10 centimeter in length, find the value of theta. Good. There is this here we need to dissect first of all, 26 centimeter. That's the diameter of the circle. Now, actually, I will not be making use of that 20 centimeter because in my formula there is not like diameter. I only have radius. But I know that radius is equal to diameter over 2. So I can actually get the radius. So divide 26 by 2, I have 13. So the radius is what? 13 centimeter. I can do with this. Let's go. The length of arc is what? Theta over 360 times what? 2 pi r. Now, what is the length? Let's say this is what? 10 centimeter. This is 10 centimeter. Is equal to, we are asked to find the value of theta. So I have theta over 360 times 2 times pi is always 22 over 7. 22 over what? 7 times what's the radius? 13 centimeter. 13 centimeter. So first things first, this centimeter will cancel the word centimeter. So I have 10 left. Is equal to what? This is it. 360 times 7 is 2520. 2520. So 2 times 22 times 13. Let's see. 2 times 22 times what? 13 is 572. So 572 times theta is 572 theta. Are we there? Okay? So I will now cross multiply. I'm looking for theta. I will cross multiply. This is over 1. So I will now say 10 times 2520 is equal to 1 times 572 theta. Now, this is 10 times 2520 is 25200 is equal to 572 theta. Because 1 times this will give me this. Good. So to free theta now, I will divide both sides by 572. So this is 25200 is equal to theta. This divided by what? 572. You know, if I say this is 572 theta over what? 572 theta. The two 572. Sorry, this one will cancel. This 572 will cancel 572. That's half. So now I have theta left. So 25200 divided by 572 is what? 44 degrees. 44 degrees. So theta is what? 44 degrees. Therefore, the angle subtended at the center of the circle by this arc AB is what? 44 degrees. So going to the last question, it says in the diagram below, this is the diagram, find the length of chord PQ. Find the length of chord PQ. This is PQ, that's the chord that we are asked to find the length. Now, the radius of the circle is 9 centimeters, and the angle subtended at the center of that circle by that arc PQ is 45 degrees. And I told you that the length of a chord is equal to 2 radius sin theta over what? 2. So let's go. This is 2. The radius is 9 centimeters times this is what's theta? 45 degrees over what? 2. So 45 divided by 2, this is how to do it. First of all, say 45 divided by 2. 45 divided by 2. That's 22.5. Okay, this is 2 times 9 centimeter times 22.5. So we'll go. 2 times 9 is what? 18. This is 18 centimeter. So okay, let's press sine 22.25 now. So sine of answer will give me what? 0.3826 times 0.382. Okay, let's say 3827. So this is times 18. Times 18, I have 6.88 centimeter. So this is 1 to 3. So 3 decimal place. So this is the length of the chord PQ. So I appreciate your effort for watching this video. I believe you've learned how to find the length of an arc and the length of a chord. I've given you the formulas and I gave you examples. It's your turn now to practice questions, to solve more examples, to solve more problems so that you get used to it more. Thank you very much for watching this video once again. I'll see you some other time in my next video. If this is your first time joining us, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to turn on the notification so you get updated when I post a new video. I'll see you some other time. Good day.